Howdy one and all. This is our full Royale video, and I have done pretty well today. I've only lost one in the past couple hours. Trying to think where I started today. Well, I mean, it tells me times, but so I've only lost one, which isn't really bad. If I'm not mistaken, we'll start with this one. I really thought I was beat all the way through this. I couldn't believe it. You know, this guy was very impressive. He had me dead to rights. I was just able to put more units on the field than he was. I don't understand what it is with these players letting their elixir bars fill up, but I am running into 9 out of 10 people, and I put those barbs in just a really bad place. I should have spaced those units out better. I should have lost this match by all rights. So I put the archer queen, or the princess, in the back, and if I'm not mistaken, when I dropped the princess, or the goblin horde, excuse me, that I had got hit by the princess, his princess. So I was just like, well, there's no way. You know, I was just trying at this point to just kind of hold on. You could tell we were running about neck and neck with elixir, but he also had units on the field. My tower was able to one-shot him. And I did the same thing again, and he'll drop drag and the Valkyrie. I was like, what am I doing? So I'm like, well, if I don't take that princess out, I'm not going to beat her. So I was like, all right, well, I can do this. Knocked them down just a hair. The dragon, the splash damage, it's great for small units, but it doesn't do much against the king's tower, at least right off. Now he's going to rush with a hog, barbarian, or hog balloon, the hog balloon. I'll get this out eventually, very quickly. But I was able to get a lot of units out on the field really fast. They were able to burn through everything he was throwing at me. I double rushed, and now I know in the last few videos I've talked kind of smack about that, but that's because it's not great. You don't want to double rush if you can help it. Double rushing doesn't do you any good. But I just kept pushing hard towards his tower. I realized what he was doing. I dropped a little bit in the back to kind of slow his units down. I was able to essentially just knock him out some. I knew his princess was going to do work on me, but I'm like, alright, well, at this point, best thing I can do is knock out the other princess. I'm not going to be able to save the right tower, obviously, so I let him have it. I didn't fight him for it. So we went into double elixir, and I was like, alright, well, this is where I'm gonna put the hurt on. And I just dropped troops as fast as I could. He was too spaced out. I know, I was like, wow. He played well. I have no remorse or no hate towards that player at all. And then the next one was even better. Well, I wouldn't say it was even better. That was the last one I shared with my clan, but I don't think anyone's seen it. Try not to get ahead of myself in YouTube. I'm saving this video for the next day. So this happened on Thursday. This is my Friday video that I will save and upload tomorrow. So for you it'll be today, but for me it'll be yesterday. The Inferno Tower I was afraid of. I knew that could by itself do a lot of damage to a lot of my units. There's not much I can do to stop an Inferno Tower. I've taken my Golem out. I've taken out a lot of my Royal Giants, not in this deck. So I was like, crap, what do I do? So I was like, well, then I think, excuse me. I think I tried to push too much too fast. He fireballed and had enough elixir left over to counter what I'd put on the field, and then he drops the graveyard. No, he doesn't. Maybe not yet. But they took each other out. There was nothing I could do. I was elixir nullified. He's about 2 or 3 ahead of me. So I waited. Lord have mercy, I'll stop yawning in a minute. Excuse me, that's very unprofessional. And I was just like, ah, crap. And this is where the graveyard comes in. So I was trying to take out as many of his graveyard, his skeleton army. But I was just like, oh yeah, I can do it. And I hadn't even realized. I panicked just a little. I saw all those skeletons. But I knew that my ice wizard would do some good work. But I'm like, well, at this point, the most I think he can hope for is the Inferno Tower. And he didn't play it. I don't know if he just went to sleep, stepped away from the phone, but I pushed hard on him. And at this point, I think he's just like, I'm just not going to get plowed over. I was like, all right, man. I appreciate it. So, okay. Now this one. This player, much better than I was, deserved this win, and that's why they're getting in the video. I want you to see I'm just as human as the rest of you. So, he was polite. I didn't see the good luck. I think I had already muted him. So, Tiago from Crazy Darks, great respect to you. You were very polite. Your clan should, you were a much better player than I. And I don't think it had a whole lot to even do with cards themselves. Now, I was able to drop that fireball. That was, in my opinion, a great elixir trade. But it just wasn't enough. Cat was way better than I was. And if you hear my fan, I apologize, but my living room's just kind of warm. If you don't have air going, some kind of circulation, it's very stuffy. And it's just how it's set up. It's too cool for air conditioning, and it's too hot for heat. But we may get some snow on Saturday or Sunday, so I may be working some long days. So I'm going to try and record a video or two early. So my ice wizard trying to do a little work, and I don't know why I thought the princess would be a good idea here. I think I was slap happy. Come off 2 good wins. But that thing got everybody. It got the goblins. It got my princess. I mean, he's excited. He knows something's coming. He's waiting to see what I do. I couldn't figure it out. So I think he played them just to kind of burn off a little elixir. He's definitely whittling on that tower. I wasn't even getting close to his tower. He was kiting me very well. There was nothing I could do. But I also knew he just rolled that fireball. I was trying at least as good as I could, or as well as I could, as good as I could. My English teacher would be pissed. As well as I could to slow him down. So Miss Blankenship, I know that doesn't narrow it down to any of y'all unless you just know me. But if you see this, I'm so very sorry. I wished I had paid better attention. I think this is about as close as I got to his tower. And this is when it started to melt me. Actually, I did pay very well. I paid very good attention. In English, I tested very well. I was always pretty good at it. I like to write. I like to read. So, I read a lot of science fiction, a lot of fantasy. I watch a lot of science fiction, a lot of fantasy, a lot of anime. And this player was just so much better than I was. And I think I gave him a well played, but by the time I unmuted him, he was already gone. So, okay, that wasn't a bad one, and that wasn't a bad one. So I think this is the one we're going to watch, and then we'll try and squeeze the other one in. And that way I've got a good video to tinker with. So right off the bat, my internet is as fast as it can be for the area that I live in. I couldn't ask for a better service anytime I've had an issue. The telephone company that provides our service, outstanding people. But I think sometimes it's just, you get lag. It's not going to, you could have the fastest internet in the world and still get lag. So with this player, I was just doing what I could to get cards to his tower and keep him from hurting mine. I dropped that princess back just a hair too far, but at the time I was like, well, that's not too bad. And they turned directly onto my tower, just left my princess alone. So that left me 2 legendaries on the field with elixir building up. So I was like, well, drop in some tanky units. So I was like, let's go with the elite barbs this time and see if they can get anywhere else. They're faster, and they get right to the point. His splash damage dragon was not what I was worried about. And I was like, well, I can not so much stop them, but I can definitely get into these elite barbs and plow over them. So I was like, all right. At this point, I knew I had enough of a head start on his crown tower. He was having to use spells to slow my cards down. Not to say that they were a waste of elixir, but I also was hoping he would use that minion horde where he did. That gave my wizard time to get in. I mean, that thing's doing almost 300 damage in attack. There was not much he could do. I don't know why I didn't go straight for the fireball, and it's actually costing me a couple of times not really paying attention, and I just knew at this point that I had him, dropped the hammer, ended it, went on about my business. What did I do? No. Exit. Yes. Sorry. You want to watch that twice. So with this last one, I just did this one just a few minutes ago, but it was still a very well placed fight. I'd say my dog's hungry, but my Mrs. Bushido fed her before she left. Oh man, I'll tell you what. New cards is always a little overpowered. Even when cards get a buff. Oh, Lord have mercy. Somebody take me out and whoop me. Please, actually don't. I'd cry. You'd laugh. It'd be a great time for y'all. But, I don't know if this player was waiting for me to target the towers before he did something. But I was like, well, I'm definitely not going to be able to stop the whole minion horde. Or the minions, I don't know what I call it, a minion horde. But I was like, well, if I can get my princess and my musketeer back far enough, I can slow him down. This is where he faltered. He placed that witch way too far up front. Absolutely too far. And I don't know if he thought that rage spell would be enough to boost his king's tower, but I just knew that at this point the game was over. He wasn't going to be able to beat me. I had enough units on the field dropping the hammer. I was very impressed with how I did it. I was very impressed how well it went. I normally don't do this well. When I do, I like to show off. But that's all for us. If you're needing a clan, we are definitely in search of some great members. I'll show you our shockwave. We're looking for minimal participation during crown events. We get it. You have a life. We don't expect you to be on and putting up 50, 60 crowns. It would be great if you did. First couple of ones, we killed it. We were wonderful at it. I got mad props to Raven. Raven, if you see this, listen, You kill it almost every single time. Draco, you're a great leader. You're on. You participate. You know, you're not active in the chalk much, but you just kind of leave it for us. You let us take care of things. Um, we've got some really outstanding people, and then we got some people that just weren't playing. They weren't on at all. They weren't doing anything. You know, I'm hoping on the next one we can have a full clan. We can have an active clan. You know, I would love personally for me to be able to put something up as a request and nothing stop you from getting it filled up. Yeah, we're just a mid-tier clan. Size-wise, we're not bad. We've got some really excellent people. And with this team battle coming out, that one right there, that kamikaze, his profile, this boy is outstanding. He's got 54 Legends trophies. Best is 4,015. I mean, mad love for my brother. He's a great player. He's a great person. You know, he's done a lot. I mean, look how many wins he's got. How many 3 crowns. You can't hate that. I mean, he's at 4,015 right now. So I got a lot of respect for him. He's only missing 2 cards. You know, we're not, I don't want to do that. We're not pay as you play. We're just doing it on our own gumption, pulling our own bootstraps up and being men about it. You know, I got a lot of respect for my clan, you know, for the players that play and put in that effort, put in that work. We got a lot of folks that deserve a lot of things. That's what I meant to do. But with that being said, folks, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to try and edit it a little bit since I got a little time. And I will catch y'all on the next one.